If your boss invites you to one of their family members' funeral, don't go. Ida 5M was invited to a funeral by my boss 2 days ago. I've worked for her for almost 6 years, and we are acquaintances even outside of work. So when her father died and she invited me to the gathering at her place, I felt like I couldn't say no. I woke up today and realized I didn't want to go. I'm terrible at talking to grieving people, but I forced myself to be there. I don't know anyone here, and everyone is in their 50s. I pretty much don't exist. My boss has come to see me a few times, but I still feel out of place. Now I'm on my phone until I feel it's been long enough so I can leave. My gut told me to stay home. I should have listened. I'm never going to a funeral in these circumstances unless someone comes with me. Learn from my mistake. What should I do with my ex? So me, 19 male, and my ex-girlfriend 18 male, my ex-girlfriend of 2 years, who was abusive and manipulative and made me feel like I was wrong, is harassing me the past 2 days because I broke off with her. He literally got mad at me when I told her I had insomnia and I needed to go to sleep, and all she said was, "It's not that hard to go to sleep. You act like you're gonna die if you don't sleep, so go to sleep, you depressed bitch." I tried to explain to her that it's not my fault, and she got mad at me and said, "You're being controlling. You need to stop." Didn't do anything. She cheated on me with my own best friend. I knew him since kindergarten, and when I cried, he just said, "I'm better than you because you're just depressed, evil bitch. You need to get over yourself because you're just being lazy." And as a joke, she took my inhaler for asthma when I was having an asthma attack and playing with it. I told her to give it to me. She said, "No, you're fine. Don't need it." I almost passed out because of her. There's more stuff to it. Sorry if it's long. And when I was playing my game and she was over, she kept trying to kiss my neck, and I kept telling her to stop because I can't do it. I'm Christian, so I have to marriage, and she kept try to. I told her to stop, then she proceeded to yell at me and called me names. My entire family had the commotion and told her to get out the house. She was mad and started bombarding me with messages. I blocked her off everything, but she created my account and tried to call me and sent it inappropriate photos and tried to call me multiple times. I have over 100 missed calls and she's been harassing me. I've been trying to block her, but I can't. I don't know anymore. I went to a party dressed as a girl and got hit on. To start, I'm a boy who is 5'6" with super long thick brunette hair. I'm not into metal or anything, I just never cut it. Some friends say to me a fancy dress party is happening with people in our school year. So I say, yeah, I'll go, and we began thinking of what to wear. Almost as if they had already been waiting for me to say yes. They say I should go as a princess, which I thought was weird at first, but could be funny, so I thought, why not? Eventually, I get my hands on a princess dress and bring it to my friend's house as we all got ready there. And then my friend said their sister wants to do my hair, which again I thought was weird, but they all agreed, so I said fine. She used curlers and all sorts, and at the end, I genuinely did look like a girl, which I already did before, to be honest, but I looked ready for a party, I guess. We arrived hours later and had a pretty good time, and got pretty drunk. Most other people had taken parts of their costumes off, but I didn't have anything on underneath except underwear, so I couldn't really take it off. As we're all sitting around watching beer pong, this tall dude walks up behind me and starts talking to me, saying how I look really good, and I look cute. I was pretty surprised about how gullible it was, as he was comparing me to other girls. But he was also pretty drunk. He tries to grab my shoulder, but I kinda got him to back off, and left soon after since the party was kinda done. I told my friends afterwards, which they found hilarious, and it was, to be honest, but I don't think I'll do it again. Lamau. A messy situation. I 19M have been in a relationship with my girl 19F for about 2 years now, and I really don't want to be with her anymore. My heart still has love for her, and I'm too attached, but I think it's starting to wear off. For a couple weeks after we got together, I started to get that gut feeling that she was cheating, and I've had it ever since. I have been to the hospital so much because of my anxiety and blood pressure, all because of what she puts me through. I even saw her on a porn video. When I mentioned it to her, it somehow magically got deleted. Isn't that weird? The thing is that I couldn't see the face of the girl in the video, but I know it was her because the girl had the same body type, hair, and even height. I know everyone will say to just leave, but the only reason I have a place to stay right now is because of her. But I have a very crappy car that won't get me too far or where I need to go if I leave. I am stuck in the small town that I live in, and her and I are supposed to be moving soon. I really want to ghost her, but it's just that I really even can't at the moment. I really just don't want to deal with this anymore, but I have no other options at the moment. Karen. In the busy aisles of a nearby supermarket stood Karen, a lady known by both the staff and customers for often being unhappy with her shopping experiences. Her sharp comments and quick temper made her well known in the store. One day, while she walked among the shelves, Karen found out that a product she wanted to buy didn't have the price she expected. She quickly became very upset as she reached the checkout. She began to complain loudly, her voice echoing through the store as she demanded a quick fix for her problem. The cashier tried to calm her down, but Karen's anger kept growing. She started waving her arms around and shouting at the staff. When security arrived, Karen refused to leave and began to fight back. After some time, Karen was finally removed from the store, but her anger didn't stop there. She took out her phone and called the police, claiming she was being treated unfairly. Even when the police came and asked her to leave, Karen still refused to give up. Her determination to get what she believed was right was very strong, even if it meant causing trouble for everyone around her. I don't know if I hate my father. I don't know what should I do. So I 16 lives in a house with 6 other people. My father, mother, aunt, my sister the eldest, my old brother, and my young brother. All of us still studying, but my big brother is out of school helping my father. For some context, my father grew in a very bad state. He used to suffer from starving since he was poor. He is a hard worker, and he managed to change his situation. He started earning a lot and decided to marry my mother and give birth to my old sister and brother. As my mother says, my father was aggressive towards her and things like that to the level where she wanted a divorce, but he managed to force her to stay. I could say that my brother is the one who suffered the most from him since he was studying and working with my father. I am like the middle child in my male siblings. My sister was treated quite different from us as she is a girl. My big brother is suffering from my father, which makes my mother gives him extra care. My youngest brother is quite annoying, but he is my father's favorite, and while I am not getting my parents' attention like the others, I can sense that my aunt is treating me better, and I love her so much. I used to be a very disciplined and an intelligent kid when it's come to studying because of my fear of being punished and because I want to caught my parents' attention. My father is kinda a successful salesman who is hardworking. He is so strict, aggressive, but also kinda kind. He got a habit of remembering us of everything he does, like when he buys you something, he keeps reminding you about it, and that he bought it for you because he loves you, and he does it with us. He also forces us to work with him sometimes, especially my big brother, using the excuse that all of this is doing it for us and the business, the car, the house, the farm are ours, and we need to work to keep them after he dies. To the point where I wasn't able to walk, he was always furious at me because I wasn't helping him like my brothers, comparing me with others, even that I am sick, and I barely can walk. It was so hard for me that sometimes I just snapped at him and yelled back telling him that I am sick. He doesn't care. I was quite depressed that time. After the quarantine, things were normal until lately. For my exams, it's a hard year for me, so I was kinda depressed. I don't know if it's a depression or just hormones since I am on the puberty stage. I am studying in my room because I want to get good grades, which are gonna help me to go to a far and a good school, keeping me away from my father. But because he is rebuilding the garage, he wants us all to help him. The problem is that he doesn't ask you for it, as his son. He expects you to read his mind and to be next to him, always helping him. If he asks me to, I will definitely try to, but I am also busy with my studies. And he doesn't tell me that he needs help. We're having arguments all the time that I am a bad son, and that I don't help him even though that I am telling him that I got important exams coming. What really made me upset is an argument that happened lately. He is always like us. To be with him when he is at the living room, we was having breakfast, and I was trying to be funny and to start conversation with him since he likes that. He asked me about my opinion on marriage and stuff. I told him my honest opinion, and that I will try to build my house by my own, get a job, get married to someone that I like, lives a happy life. He somehow got upset from my opinion and started yelling. I got confused and started to tell him that I am still you, and that I don't know about marriage. My mother sided with me, but he kept yelling telling me that I must live with him, and that Jay won't know how to choose my partner, and things like that. I went to my room, and my tears started falling uncontrollably. I was hiding them because I am gonna get in troubles if he noticed me crying. I don't know what should I do. Even that I want to hate him, he's still my father. I can't live without him in this period since he is covering all my expenses. When I start to hate him, memories of him being supportive and kind to me flashes at me. I don't know what to do. I can't even complain because my big brother is suffering more than me. I want my parents to be proud of me. I am still 16